18 WJTS News, I'm Charlotte Olson. A Jasper man was placed under arrest on Wednesday after being wanted for multiple felony and misdemeanor warrants. 24-year-old Jacob Hudden-Lee was known to Jasper police to be wanted on outstanding warrants on Wednesday. A city officer observed Hudden-Lee sitting in a vehicle at the Circle A gas station, and then the officer attempted to make contact with Hudden-Lee, who jumped out of the vehicle and took off running. Hudden-Lee was eventually caught and he was taken into custody. He was also found to be in possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia. Police also reported that he was belligerent and disorderly on scene, and that after he was placed in a police vehicle, the officer was walking around to get in, and Hudden-Lee removed his seatbelt and attempted to get out of the vehicle. Hudden-Lee's belligerent and disorderly behavior continued at the jail as he resisted and refused to comply with jail staff. He was wanted on warrants for 3 counts of felony intimidation, criminal recklessness, reckless driving, second petition to revoke work release, and failure to appear for possession of marijuana. A Crawford County man was taken into custody after he was recently discovered to be in possession of drugs while at a local medical facility. This past Saturday, Jasper police were called to the Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center after a member of the hospital's security team allegedly found a man at the hospital who was in possession of what was believed to be methamphetamine. That man was later identified as 32-year-old Robert Kerber of Marengo. Jasper police arrested Kerber on Tuesday and charged him with a level 6 felony count of possession of methamphetamine. He was taken to and booked into the DuBois County Security Center. The Jasper Street Department would like to remind all residents to please have their trash and recycling items curbside no later than 7 a.m. during this incredibly cold weather. The city will run double routes, which means that 2 trucks will be picking up trash and recycling on any given day. Street Department personnel will not double back and retrieve items which were placed on the curbside after 7 a.m. deadline. This measure is being done to ensure the safety and well-being of city employees so as to not subject them to the frigid weather any longer than necessary. The City of Jasper, along with those working for the Street Department, extend their appreciation to residents for their cooperation in this matter. Residents are also reminded that due to the department being closed for the upcoming New Year's Day holiday, trash and recycling items will be picked up on Fridays, must be ready to be collected no later than tomorrow, and the Jasper Street Department will be closed tomorrow. The department will also be closed this Monday, January the 1st, and trash normally picked up on Mondays will be collected on Tuesday, January the 2nd. The Jasper Street Department's resource and recovery site will be closed this Saturday as well, December the 30th. Huntingburg City Council heard from Energy Superintendent John Rudepoler last night about an inquiry from a commercial business concerning 3-phase net metering. In 2016, the city passed an ordinance allowing for the potential use of single-phase net metering, which would apply mostly to residential users who had a wind or solar power setup. 3-phase net metering would allow for commercial entities to have the same opportunity. Even with the change, though, any modification or construction on their applicant's property would have to be subject to an ordinance variation approval by the Board of Public Works. After hearing discussions, City Attorney Bill Schneider will draft an ordinance amendment for the council to review and then to vote upon at the next meeting. In other council business, a change order was approved for the Market Street Park project. The change order involved 3-foot catch basins designed to go into a brick structure for drainage purposes. Upon review, it was discovered that the plan would not work and that they would need to expand beyond 3 feet for the maximum. The improvement of drainage will actually improve handling of drainage from the previous capacity of 10-year flood event to a 50-year flood event. Girls on the Run serving DuBois County is still in need of coaches for their 2018 season. And Girls on the Run is an after-school program that's mission is to empower girls to better their community by instilling leadership qualities, confidence, and the importance of goodwill. Life lessons are taught through a 10-week curriculum that is taught by trained volunteer coaches to execute to their individual teams. Currently, Girls on the Run is providing an opportunity for girls ages 16 and younger as well to be a part of their Go Girl initiative. These young women will help out coaches at practices and become another role model for participants to look up to. To register as a Go Girl volunteer or coach, you can visit the website at www.gotrswin.org and click on the rotating banner. A Montgomery man was arrested this past Sunday after he pulled a gun after being stopped for suspected shoplifting at the Washington Walmart. Washington police say that they received a call at just before 4 p.m. concerning an alleged male shoplifter. But before they arrived, they say that Dustin Armstrong of Montgomery pulled a gun while being questioned about the shoplifting incident in Walmart's Asset Protection Office. Police say that Armstrong pointed the loaded Ruger 22 handgun at employees while demanding that they not follow him or call police. Washington police officers found Armstrong hiding in the men's restroom at the nearby Burger King. They say they recovered his handgun in the dumpster behind the restaurant, and Armstrong is facing charges of armed robbery, 1 count of theft, 2 counts of intimidation, 2 counts of pointing a firearm, and criminal recklessness with a firearm. He's being held on a $500,000 cash bond in the Daviess County Security Center. A Southern Indiana sheriff says that a woman remains hospitalized after being shot by deputies during a weekend confrontation. Lawrence County Sheriff Mike Branham says that a woman called 911 about 2 a.m. on Sunday saying that her daughter had left the house and might have been shot herself. Deputies found the woman on the ground with a handgun in the rural area a few miles south of Bedford. Brandon says that the woman didn't follow orders to drop the gun during a nearby 10-minute period. He says that 2 deputies fired at her when she approached them with a gun, and Brandon says that the woman was taken by helicopter to a Louisville hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. County prosecutors will decide whether to file criminal charges against the woman. Start the new year off right by enjoying the outdoors on a first-day hike at Patoka Lake. On New Year's Day, on Monday, January the 1st at 1 p.m., the public is invited to join in on a 3/4-mile hike along the Scenic Garden Rock Loop Trail while sipping a cup of hot chocolate to keep you and your hands warm along the way. The naturalists will meet all happy hikers inside the Patoka Lake Nature Center, and the Nature Center will be open New Year's Day from 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. Patoka Lake is located at 3084 North Dillard Road in Birdseye. And make sure you keep it right here, except next we're going to take a look at your weather summary.